Hi guys, Helen Plass from mumandbaby.ie. Thanks for joining me. We're going to go through the short sequence to strengthen the legs and the bum. So again, this can be used if you're pregnant or if you have had your baby already. If you're pregnant, you want to get nice and strong in the legs to try and stay as upright as possible for as long as possible during your labour. So gravity really helps. Okay, so we're going to start off in squats. So moving squats first of all. So the legs are going to be fairly wide, toes are pointing out. Going to bring the hands to prayer and take a big deep breath in and lift the hands to the ceiling. Look up, exhale, blow out through the mouth. Knees should be going over the centre of your feet. Moving squats. Inhale, exhale down. So you'll notice that my shoulders aren't rolling forwards. I'm keeping my hips on top, but just directly underneath my shoulders. So you'll see from the side, my back is nice and flat. When you're pregnant, particularly, you don't want to be getting the bum to pull you forward and getting extra pressure onto your lower back. So we're going to do about 8 to 10 of these moving squats. Inhale, reach up, fill the lungs, and exhale down. So on the next one, we're going to sit and hold. So we're going to be staying here. So knees are still going out, hands to prayer, relax the shoulders. You can focus on your breathing here, particularly for if you're pregnant. Long breath in through the nose and a really long, slow, controlled exhale through the mouth. And coming up. Give the legs a little wiggle if you need, and we'll do that again. So moving squats first. Hands to prayer. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, bending down. So again, do 8 to 10 of these. And then when you've done your 8 or 10, you're going to hold. So the tailbone holding position is pointing down. So make sure you're not sticking your bum out, you'll arch your lower back. You don't want that. So nice and relaxed in the shoulders. You can draw in on the pelvic floor here. Last breath. Blow out through the mouth. And then coming back up. So we're going to move into some lunges. So it requires a little bit of balance, so just be careful. You might want to stand near a wall for this one. So we're going to stand at the top of your mat on your right leg. Bring your arms out for balance. And then you're going to slide your left leg back. Now you do need quite a long, wide stance between the legs. If you're very wobbly, you can move the right leg over if you're moving the distance between the right and the left legs. Just use your arms for balance. So your left heel is up off the floor and your hips are facing forward. We're going to just leave our arms on our hips for the moment. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to bend down into the right knee. Your finishing position is your knee on top of your ankle and not going above it. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. So you can do a couple of those. You can also bring the arms in and you're inhaling, arms up, hands facing each other, exhaling down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale down. If that's too much, just keep your hands on your waist. Again. And exhale down. Then take the hands back to the waist. Pause. And then step the left leg forward. We'll do that on the right side. So again, use your arms for balance. Step the right leg back. You can shimmy the right leg back again if you feel. You do need quite a distance in between the front and the back foot. So again, make sure your tailbone's pointing down. You don't want overarching into your lower back. Heel is off the floor and your hips are facing forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, bending down to the left knee this time. If you want to bring the arms in, reaching up, exhaling down. This is working into your buttocks, your thighs. They're really big muscle groups. So you'll be burning calories by working strongly into these big, large muscle groups. Inhale up, exhale down. And then when you're ready, step the back leg forward. So I would try and do, take a little break in between. You can have a little rest for about 30 seconds or a minute and do a couple of times on each side if you can. So we're going to move into wide legged stance, warrior 2. So this is as wide as you can comfortably go on the legs. So turn the right toes parallel and the back toes, turn them in so they're facing towards your body. So you want to try and have the hips somewhat facing forward. Inhale the arms up and relax the shoulders, and then bend down into that right leg. You want to again make sure the knee is right on top of the ankle and not going past the ankle. Eventually working this thigh down somewhere parallel towards the floor. Again, knee is going out over the middle of your foot, and this left hip here is trying to pull backwards, so it's also widening into the hips. Relax the shoulders. Keep working. You're working hard. You might be feeling it in the legs. Last breath out. And then you're going to drop that arm down to the thigh. Don't collapse into this side. So stay nice and strong through that right side, and lift the left arm and roll it, palm facing down and over. Relax that top shoulder. Nice long line all the way down the left side of the body. Coming back up, and we'll go to the other side. Okay, so turning the legs. When you're ready, bending down. So knee on top of the ankle. Again, use your breath. It's very common to let the back arm drop here. So try, even though your shoulders are relaxed, your arms are straight out at a T. Knees going out over the centre of the foot. Last breath. Bringing the arm down. Turn the palm to face down and roll all the way over. So again, nice long length through the right side of the body. Don't collapse into that left shoulder. Last breath. And then coming all the way up to stand. You can heel toe it. And we're going to get onto the hands and the knees. Okay, so coming down to the hands and the knees, we're going to work into the bum a little bit. So we're going to take the left knee and lift it up. So both your hips are facing down, and the left knee lifts up, so it's one long line straight out from your body. The foot is facing this, holding it here for a couple of breaths, and you're squeezing that left buttock muscle, and then coming back down. And we'll do it with the right side. So one long line from the right leg. You're lifting the foot to the ceiling, squeezing the buttock muscle, and back down. So you can do that a couple of times on each side. So then coming down to bridge pose on our back. If you're pregnant and you're not comfortable lying on your back for 30 seconds or a minute, just omit this. So toes are facing forward, knees are facing the ceiling, and your feet are about hip width distance apart. You're going to roll down onto the floor, relax the shoulders. If you need the extra support, your hands can face down, otherwise just palms facing the ceiling. When you're ready, take a breath in. As you exhale, your lower back tilts into the mat, lift the pelvic floor, and roll the hips up to the ceiling. So you want to make sure your knees are staying where they are and they're not plopping out to the side. So squeezing the pelvic floor and the buttock muscles. And then nice and slowly, really controlled, going back down again. So you'll do that a few times. Again, lift the pelvic floor, exhale, hips to the ceiling. If you're comfortable here, you can interlock the hands and come up onto the edge of the shoulders to get extra lift up into the hips. Squeezing through the pelvic floor and the buttocks, and then nice and slowly, hands come away if they're interlocked, and rolling back down. So if you're pregnant and you need a little bit of help to get up, you're going to roll onto your side, use your hands, and then push yourself up. So that was a short sequence to help strengthen the legs and the bums. Hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to leave some comments how you're getting on with the exercises, or subscribe underneath for lots more videos. I'll see you next time. Thanks.